Hello students, today we are going to learn about 10 geometry, chapter 2nd Pythagoras theorem. In this chapter, first recall the Pythagoras theorem. So, this Pythagoras theorem is applied to only right angle triangle. Suppose that triangle ABC is right angle triangle. Angle B is of 90 degree. Then we can say that the square of the hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to the sum of square of the remaining two sides. That means AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is called Pythagoras theorem. Okay. This theorem having many applications in our day-to-day life. Okay, that means if you are traveling from home to school, then if the roads are just like making a right angle triangle, then here with this Pythagoras theorem you can find the shortest path also. If you want to measure the height of the building, if you know that this is the distance, then you can find with the help of Pythagoras theorem. That means this Pythagoras theorem have many applications in day-to-day life. So it is very important to know about the Pythagoras theorem. So in this session we are going to prove the Pythagoras theorem. But first of all, let's recall some knowledge that if one example is given, we have to show that whether it is a Pythagorean triplet or not. These are the sides of the triangle are given. We have to show that, verify that this is a Pythagorean triplet. So here largest number is called as a 5. So make the 5 square is equal to 25. And the sum of the other two squares, 3 square plus 4 square equal to 25. So right side is equal. So we can say that the square of the largest number is equal to the sum of the square of the other two numbers. That means it is called as a Pythagorean triplet. Likewise, if for any example you can verify that the given is a Pythagorean triplet or not. Now let's recall some another properties. Property of 30, 60 degree and 90 degree triangle. Suppose that triangle ABC is given. Angle B is of 90 degree, angle A 30 degree, angle C is 60 degree. So we know that the opposite side of 30 degree, that means BC, is half of AC, hypotenuse. And opposite side of 60 degree, that is AB, is root 3 by 2 times of the hypotenuse, that is AC. So just apply this property in one example. Let's take one example. If suppose that AC is given 6 cm, we have to find the sides AB and BC. So with this property of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle, we can write opposite side of 30 degree, that is BC, equal to half of AC. So half into 6 we get BC equal to 3 cm. Now let's find side BC and side AB. Here we have just found that the side BC is 3. So opposite side of 60 degree is AB. So AB is, we can write AB equal to root 3 by 2 times into hypotenuse, that is AC. So AC is given 6, we get AB equal to 3 root 3. Okay. So let's take one example of the another property, 45 degree, 90 degree triangle. Now here observe that this triangle ABC is given, angle B is of 90 degree, angle A 45 degree, angle C 45 degree. These two base angles are congruent. So opposite side of the congruent angle are also congruent. So here we can say that AB and BC both are congruent. That means this is a right angle isosceles triangle. So with this property we can say that the opposite side of 45 degree, that is AB equal to BC, these are 1 upon root 2 times AC, hypotenuse. Take one example. Suppose that AC equal to 3 root 2 centimeter given. We have to find AB and BC. With this property we can write BC equal to AB equal to 1 upon root 2 times into hypotenuse AC. Suppose that AC is given 3 root 2. So we get BC and AB both are equal to 3 centimeter. So let's take another example of these properties. Suppose this triangle PSR given. Angle S is of 90 degree, angle P 30 degree, angle R is 60 degree. Okay, SR is given 6 unit. We have to find the sides RP and PS. So opposite side of 30 degree, we know that this is SR. So with this property we can say that opposite side of 30 degree, that is SR, is equal to half of hypotenuse. Here RP is hypotenuse, so half of RP. But SR is given 6, so 6 equal to half into RP, so RP equal to 12. Okay, so we get the value of RP is 12. Now let's find PS. PS is opposite side of 60 degree. We know that opposite side of 60 degree is root 3 by 2 times hypotenuse RP. The value of RP is 12. So root 3 by 2 into 12 we get 6 root 3. This is the value of SP. Now let's take another example. Let's complete the following activity. Triangle ABC is given, triangle B is of 90 degree. Okay, and here what is given? AB and BC both are congruent, both are equal. This is given. Okay, this is of 90 degree, both sides are equal, and we know that the sum of all angles in triangle is 180 degree, and angle A and angle C are equal because sides opposite to them are also equal. So here they have asked that what is the measure of angle BAC. So BAC and BCA both are congruent, so both must be of 45 degree, because 45 plus 90 becomes 180. Okay, now opposite, suppose these are 45 degree, then opposite side of 45 degree are AB equal to BC equal to bracket into AC. So here what we have to write with the help of 45 degree 90 degree theorem? Yes, 1 upon root 2. Okay, so 1 upon root 2 into AC. They have given AC equal to root 8. This is a value they have given. So here we have to write again 1 upon root 2 into root 8. So by factorization of 8, 4 into 2, taking out the square root of 4 as 2, we get 2 root 2, and here 1 upon root 2, so we get 2. Okay, that means AB equal to BC equal to 2. This is a one activity. Now for the proving the Pythagoras theorem, first we have to prove the theorem of similarity and right angle triangle. That means a theorem says that suppose this right angle triangle ABC is given and angle B is of 90 degree. Then the altitude from the vertex B is drawn on the hypotenuse AC. This is altitude, so it makes an angle of 90 degree, and let denote this point by point D. Okay, then what we have to prove? The two triangles form. That means here you can observe that the triangle ADB and triangle BDC, these are two small right angle triangles are formed. These are similar to the original right angle triangle, that is triangle ABC. Okay, so the statement this it is called as given, and the statement after then it is called as to prove. So what is given? In triangle ABC, angle B ABC is equal to 90 degree. This BD is perpendicular to the seg AC. That means ADC are collinear points. What we have to prove? The triangle ADB similar to original triangle. Also triangle BDC similar to original triangle ABC. And then we can say that these two small triangles are also similar. Okay, so let's write down the proof. Now in triangle ADB and triangle ABC, Here in this two triangle you can observe that one angle is common and this common angle is called as A. So you can write angle DAB congruent to angle BC common angle, and other is a right angle. That means angle D, angle ADB and angle ABC are right angle, each of 90 degree. So by a test these two triangles are similar. So name it as equation 1. Likewise, take another pair of triangle BDC and original triangle ABC. Here you can note that this angle C is a common. So here we can write angle BCD congruent to angle ACB, which is a common angle. And other angle, that is angle D and angle B, are right angle. That means angle BDC congruent angle ABC, each of 90 degree. So these two triangles are similar by a test. Call it as second equation. Now from first and second you can observe that here angle ABC is common. That means angle ABC is common to similar to both triangles. So we can write that from 1 and 2 that this triangle ADB similar to triangle BDC. Okay, these two small triangles are also similar. By the property of transitivity we can write these all three triangles are similar. Okay, so this is known as theorem of similarity and right angle triangles. Now this theorem will apply to prove the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is applied to only right angle triangle. Suppose that triangle ABC is given. Angle B 90 degree, AC is hypotenuse. Draw one altitude from angle B on hypotenuse. So name it as point D. So statement of Pythagoras theorem, we know that. That means here what is given in triangle ABC, angle ABC is of 90 degree. We have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now let's prove. So here we have do one construction, that draw a segment BD which is a perpendicular on hypotenuse AC. That means ADC are collinear points. Now in this right angle triangle, here two small right angle triangles are formed, and by similarity of right angle triangles we know that all these small two triangles are similar to original triangle. That means here we can write that by the similarity of right angle triangles, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB, also similar to triangle BDC. Okay, so let's take first that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. Okay, if these triangles are similar, then corresponding sides are in proportion. So write down the all ratios. AB upon AD equal to BC upon BD equal to AC upon AB. Okay, now here we have to pick only the first and third ratio. Okay, because here AB and AB, they are common. So by cross multiplication we will get AB square equal to AC into AD. Call it as first equation. Now take this pair. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC. So we can write the corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay. Now here we have to take these two ratios. BC upon DC equal to AC upon BC. Cross multiplication we get this. So by just doing the addition of first and second equation, we get AB square plus BC square equal to AC into AD plus DC into AC. So take common out as AC. So AD plus DC, these become AC because these are collinear points. So here we have just proved the theorem. Okay. Now on this theorem, let's take one simple example. Okay. So in this figure is given PRQ. Okay. Angle R is of 90 degree and here M is a midpoint of QR. Okay, that means the seg Rm and Mq, these are congruent. And we have to prove that PQ square equal to 4PM square minus 3PR square. Okay, now here we have to apply Pythagoras theorem twice, because here first take a bigger triangle PRQ. Pythagoras theorem we can write PQ square equal to PR square plus RQ square. Now let's take a smaller triangle, right angle triangle PRM. So by Pythagoras theorem we can write PM square equal to PR square plus RM square. Here note that RM means it is a, we can write as half of RQ. So here we can write as PM square equal to PR square plus RM means half of RQ. So RQ by 2 bracket square. So we get PM square equal to PR square plus RQ square by 4. Multiplying by 4, we get 4PM square equal to 4PR square plus into RQ square by 4 into 4. 4 get cancelled. So we get this. Okay. Now we have to prove this. Okay. We doesn't need this RQ square. Okay. So we have to replace this RQ square. And we also use this equation 1. So by equation 1 we can replace RQ square as PQ square minus PR square. Okay. Because by 1 we will get this. So 4PR square minus PR square get 3PR square plus PQ. So we will get PQ square equal to 4PM square minus 3PR square. Okay.